All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Allen to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
My fifth round, 80. Game situation. Let's go. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Hey, Mike is a 15. Check my 50. Rip left. Check 31, check 31. Big dad.
And to give this time to the tailback. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Check 52. 5 wide.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen in there to drop him in sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They get only 4 that time as 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Let's go, deep. Tighten up. Let's go, deep. Hit it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 17, Minshew. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, remember, you're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn.
Pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Hey, hold. You draw Parker.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete. Stills. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Slam, slam, slam. Middle.
Allen now on first down. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Allen going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Allen to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, Steve. Here I come, here I come.
Now Allen again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kenny Stills there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Win championships, baby. Bang, 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 bang. Mike's 50. Pick your game up.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's get there. Alert, alert, alert. Undercut. Check, check, check. Watch twist, watch twist. Let's go.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Allen off the play fake. And he finds Stills, complete. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Safety's creeping. Hey, hold. 44, Mike, 44. That's right, baby, they don't want it. Showing it. Gun.
Here we go now with Smith. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go again. Under 10, 10.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They come out here in the eye. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now this time, Allen will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ready. On 2nd down, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
49. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 56.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Check 3. 61. Match box.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they work this out past the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Mike Bobo. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. All 52.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Pass 85.
On play action, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Pass 85, pass 85. 44.
On the draw, this is Smith. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Target. 25. Check. Pass.
On play action, Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, 39 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On second down, here's Smith, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
56. Mike 50. I'm coming. Hey, Delta. Mike 50. I'm scared. Hey.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that's caught by Beasley. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out here in the eye. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They run here with Singletary, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full together.
On second and goal, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they sucked the defense in with the play fake, went over the top.
And I know from past experience, when offenses do that, a lot of times the defense guys are screaming at them, run the ball, run the ball. The offense doesn't really care. They got 6 points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Milano. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems... And he's going to go down again. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Dorsett. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A first throw for the backup Foles. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
13.
Here's Foles. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Foles. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. Caught here by Conley. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Defensively, sometimes they talk about getting a hat on a hat. Well, there they got a hat on a hat blocking offensively, allowing that running back to get in the end zone.
And the defenders were trying so hard to get off of those blocks to get to the runner, but they were never able to do so. Well-executed play by the offense.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
X3, 218, chopper.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Look at me, zipper!
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. 48 to the mic. All day, baby, all day. Check.
They go right back to Singletary. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. 15, check my 15. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 4, check 4.
On 3rd and 2, Barkley. And that's complete to Croft. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
60 Pittsburgh. Check back, check back. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Blue draw quarter. Ship. 5.
Throwing on 1st down. Barkley. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Let's go, baby.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They come out here in the I.
Check 56.
Second down and goal. Barkley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
You know, this... regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Foles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Terry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Schwann, there he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the... If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he's got room. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Foles will look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Fights off the defender, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Off play action. Barkley. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, boy.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's see what you got.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And the grab by Croft. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on first down, Barkley, and he whips that one incomplete there. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Barkley. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hand.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, 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 check.
Off the play fake. Barkley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Barkley, he wants it all for the end zone. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hard, hard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barkley. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And able to find John Brown.
A gain of 14. First down, Bills.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
Singletary on the toss play. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, you got deep?
Singletary again. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
60 Pittsburgh. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barkley. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bills will add on to their lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's Jackson to throw. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? What? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Set, go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.